I'll admit it, I'll admit it.
Galileo was born in Italy in 1564. He entered university at 16, made his first discovery in 1583. From 1589 to 1610, he was chair of mathematics, made significant contributions to science. Eventually, his flair for self-promotion earned him powerful friends among Italy's elite and enemies among the Catholic Church's leaders. In 1633, when he was placed under house arrest for the rest of his life. Although he is ridiculed by the public, his work wasn't left unnoticed. Along with what I'm going to cover later in this video, here are some basic honorable mentions of other discoveries by Galileo. The phases of Venus are the different variations of lighting seen on the planet's surface, similar to the moon's phases. They result from the planet's orbit around the sun being inside the Earth's orbit. The first known observations of planetary phases of Venus were done by Galileo with his telescope in late 1610. The discovery of Venus's phases was monumental as it has essentially ruled out Ptolemy's geocentric model, which placed the Earth at the center of the universe, and was compatible only with the heliocentric model of Copernicus with the sun at the center of the solar system. Galileo's discovery provided evidence for Copernican understanding of the universe. This was the idea that everything in existence did not move around the Earth.
I walk a lonely road, the only one that
In 1610, Galileo, using a homemade telescope, discovered the largest four moons of Jupiter: Callisto, Europa, Ganymedes, and Io. Though Galileo named these moons in honor of his future patron and his three brothers, they were renamed Galilean moons in his honor. Looking at what he thought was a group of stars, he realized the objects appeared to move in a regular pattern and a wrong direction. Galileo observed the moon for a few weeks, concluding the objects were in orbit around Jupiter. Now, we know that there are 53 moons around Jupiter, but Galileo's observations changed the world's view on astronomy during that time. The first practical refracting telescopes appeared in the Netherlands around the year 1608. Galileo heard and studied the invention, eventually constructing his own version of the instrument, which is now known as the Galilean telescope. Galileo's best telescope magnified objects about 30 times, and despite its flaws, was good enough for Galileo to explore the sky and make some of the most important discoveries in the history of astronomy. Galileo was the first known person to study, in detail, the skies with the telescope, and he is widely regarded as the father of observational astronomy. Galileo is considered the father of modern science and made major contributions to the field of physics, astronomy, cosmology, mathematics, and philosophy. Galileo's observations and inventions of Venus's phases, improving the geocentric model, Jupiter's moons, refracting telescopes, and much, much more are still noted to this day in the scientific community.